As we've been discussing, one of the most powerful themes in Of Mice and Men is having a dream. And today we're going to be exploring that theme more through poetry. And we're going to be talking about poetry which has the topic of dreams in it, and of course relate it back to Of Mice and Men, okay? So what we're going to do is to put you into workstations as we do. One group will be with me, one will be with Mr. Montara, and then we have our individual group in the back doing solo work.
Another approach that we can use would be to group the students to do stations. And we might choose to do 2 stations in which 2 different things are going on simultaneously, and then students switch, or perhaps teachers switch. We might do it so that there's 3 stations and one of the stations is working independently and they're rotating through the stations in some sort of a timed fashion. We could use 4 stations, 5 stations, depending on the content of the curriculum we have to cover.
Put off or to put aside.
Keep that in the back of your head as we go to our scenario, which is the bottom of the page.
Can I get a volunteer,
Anyone want to
to
volunteer
read the
to
poem
read the scenario
aloud the
at
first
the bottom
time?
of the page?
Joe, thank you very much.
By organizing instruction around stations, co-teachers break down the curriculum and create focused learning opportunities for students.
I can tell you from the point of view of the students, after speaking to them, it works well for them because they're in a circle, so it's a little more enclosed and they feel more secure, maybe asking a question, whereas in front of everyone in the entire room, they'd be embarrassed. And as far as the workstations, you're able to do more tasks in one period. It keeps them interested because they're going from station to station to station, and they're not just doing one thing the entire period. And they're moving around, and that teenagers like to move around. They have energy, so it keeps them more focused, I think.
So
Listen to it one more time.
Okay.
What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run?
Does anyone support or tell this person to keep going for their dreams? Is anyone on that side? All right, we'll start from you guys then. Adam, you want to start us off? What do you have?
I think everyone should keep their dreams, even if it means not being the best at something.
What other literary element are we seeing here?
How did you guys feel about it?
Imagery?
Excellent, imagery. And what is the definition of imagery? This should be a review.
Senses.
It relates to all 5 senses, okay?
With stations, it's important to keep track of time so that students participate in every station. Timers are one option, but a simple way is for one co-teacher to be the timekeeper.
What's the smell?
Other sources in?
Stinky, rotten.
Okay, exactly. So he's also appealing, to the senses that way. Okay. Mr. Montero,
Yes.
1 minute?
1 minute, sure.
Okay. How might this relate to the novel? Joe?
Because Lenny and George, they had their own dream.
After each group wraps up their activity, students rotate to the next station.
Very good work, guys. All right. I will take the individual group.
Another option is for teachers to rotate. The goal is a smooth transition that keeps students focused on learning.